President Donald J. Trump just put out this bombshell statement, slams his own supporters who are angered over Jeffrey Epstein files. You wouldn't believe, you wouldn't believe the statement the president just put out there. He's basically telling those who now follow the Democrat hoax, those who used to be a Trump supporter, he's basically saying, forget you. You're out of here. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. This is a bombshell news. Please share the video. This is actually going to hurt Trump. Again, his legacy. This is going to hurt him a lot, all right? Because here's the thing. Donald J. Trump said that he was going to release the Jeffrey Epstein case, the files. He's been saying that ever since his second, the term debates, and he said that he was going to release the JFK, the MLK, which he did, and he also said that he was going to release the Jeffrey Epstein case, which is some shady stuff going on. Because again, we are being told that there's no client list. So now you have some of Trump's supporters who are furious, and Donald is telling them, bye, get out of here then. You guys want to fall into the Democrat hoax? This is all another Democrat system that you guys are following, and you guys are no longer my supporters. That's what Donald Trump is saying. So let's see what's going on here, guys. Please share the video. If this is your first time, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. Thank you so much for your support. So it says here, this is the president, all right? So the radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again, just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele Dozier, the Line 51 intelligence agent, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself. A totally fake and made up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporter, listen, my past supporters have bought into this BS. The BS hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lessons and probably never will. Even after being coned by the lunatic left for 8 years. So Donald is calling out some of his supporters, saying that you guys are falling for this BS. You guys are falling right into their trap. The Democrats, who are good at putting out all these baloney stuff of Russia, and all these other, the Hunter laptop and all that type of stuff. So Donald is calling out his calling them former supporters. Now, you guys are falling into their trap. And because of you guys are hurting my legacy. That's basically what he's trying to say. You're hurting my legacy. You're hurting my administration. And for that, you are out. Again, he didn't say it like that, but it's basically like that. So they haven't learned their lesson and probably never will, even after being coned by the lunatic left for 8 long years. And have more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country history. Okay, Donald, now I have to put my foot down on this one. Dude, you're trying to act like you way better than Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. Here's the thing, all right? George Washington went to war. You went to McDonald's, all right? So stop it, Donald. Stop. You didn't put on, you didn't put on no camouflage. You ain't going out there just like George Washington did. Abraham Lincoln freed the slave. The only thing you did was, and you didn't free basically not much. But again, you did fix the border. I give you that. You did, again, you're doing the ICE deportation. I give you that. You know, you work in business there with Saudi Arabia and all those other countries in the Middle East. I give you that. But again, that's the only thing you've done. That's the only thing you've done. I mean, yes, you're going and slapping tariffs. You're slapping tariffs and sanctions. Again, but I'm not saying, ooh, wow. I'm not seeing none of that. So in 6 months, you know, I give you like a 70, maybe a 80. All right. But you're about to take us to World War III, man. You want to give all these weapons to Ukraine, and now you're telling Japan and Australia to prepare for war against China. Again, it just, these war stuff is not working out for you. All right, so again, you know, that's the only thing that really bothers me on this one here. I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country history. Stop it, Donald. Stop it. Stop it. It's like LeBron James calling himself the GOAT. No, stop it. Stop it. The people gets to decide who is the best president. Not you, Donald. Not you. You're becoming too prideful now. You're becoming way too prideful. All right. The people is the one that choose who has done great for this country. Anybody that call himself the greatest of all time, again, you're just too prideful, way too prideful. And sometimes people distance themselves from those individuals. Now it says here, so I had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country history. And all these people want to talk about with strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Democrats is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklets continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Wow. He's basically kicking those former Donald Trump supporter to the curb. You want to do that dirty work? Then go ahead. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're no longer in my train. Stop the train. Stop the train. You know how Uncle Phil used to kick Jazz out to the curb? That's what Don is doing. He's throwing these former Trump supporter out the train and saying, you're no longer in my train. You're out of here. You are poisoning this administration. You want to fall for the Democrats' trap? Go right ahead, but you're not going to poison my administration. So once again, it says here, let these weaklets, Trump supporter, those who still believe in the Jeffrey Epstein list, let these weaklets continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success, because I don't want their support anymore. I don't want your support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again, Donald J. Trump. I told you guys the last 3 months, I told you that something was off with Donald. I did lost like maybe 200-300 subscribers, but again, I'm not trying to start anything here. I'm not. But the only one we should look up to and trust is Jesus Christ, not man. Now, I pray for Donald Trump. I pray for Joe Biden. I pray for all these leaders, but I don't look up to them. I don't put my faith and trust in them. All right. Now, we are entitled to vote who we want to vote for and pray for them. All right. But we are definitely seeing a change from Donald. So President Donald Trump is lashing out at his own supporters as he tries to clamp down on criticism over his administration handling of much hyped records in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation, which Trump now calls a hoax. Well, Trump, you didn't say that when you were running for a second term. You didn't say that, man. You said many times you're going to release it. Now that you're president, now it's a whole different ballgame. And yesterday, July the 15th, 2025, the Republicans, the House Republicans, has blocked the Democrats from releasing the Jeffrey Epstein file. If there's nothing to be concerned of, why do you and your buddies blocked it? Just release it. Donald Trump, just release it. Trump is going to say, why? Because you promised your people that you was going to release it. That's why. But since you guys are acting really strict and want to keep everything secret, you just becoming like a Democrat. And what's so sad is you throwing your own supporter under the bus and calling them Democrats. Wrong. He's wrong. They all wrong. Democrats, Republicans are all wrong. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this BS hook, line, and sinker. Trump wrote Wednesday on his Truth Social site, using an expletive in his post. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will. So you want me, Donald, you want me to trust you. I trust you, Donald. I believe in you, Donald. Donald never lies. Trump is forever the greatest of all leaders. I worship Donald. No, Donald. You, Donald, are wrong. Trump, you are wrong. You changed. It says here, they haven't learned their lesson and probably never will, even after being coned by the lunatic left for 8 long years. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Wow. Just like that, Donald, huh? Just like that. Your supporter put you in that spot, man. They back you up when you had that mean face with the mugshot. They back you up, and this is what you pay them back. This return by slamming them and telling them to, worship the Democrats. Donald, you're wrong. And here's the thing: you probably don't even care because this is your last term. You probably won't care, but guess what? You're self-destructing the Republican Party. You're going to hurt the Republican Party now. You're going to hurt it. You're going to hurt the Republican Party. And don't even think 2028 is going to be another Trump, because it ain't going to happen. People are just waking up to all this nonsense now. Trump, your legacy, you're really hurting it. You're hurting your legacy, man. You're hurting your legacy. I don't know if you're too prideful. I don't know if you're listening to all these blondies that is surrounding you. I don't know what is going on with you, but you changed. You changed, and I pray for you. I pray your heart has been completely, your heart is in a really bad path right now spiritually. I will pray for you. You don't go and attack your own supporters, the same supporters that put you in that spot. You don't do that, Donald. You don't repay that, slapping your own supporters like that. He should apologize. He should apologize. This Jeffrey Epstein is really messing him up really bad. It is. It's messing him up really bad. So he should apologize. Apologize for, going after his own supporters and stuff. Look, whatever the Democrats are doing, again, Donald, all you got to do is just don't answer the question. Just move on with the next one. That's it. Just move it, But here's the thing. The American people are not stupid. They know what's going on. They know that there is a list. They know that there's something going on. There's more to Jeffrey Epstein. Americans are not, Americans. The Americans know what's really going on here. And you say that there was going to be a swamp. You're going to swamp or bring down the deep state. You haven't done that either, man. You said you was going to lock up Hillary. You haven't done that either, man. Of course, the American people is going to be upset with you. But again, this is where we at. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Leave comments down below. Donald promised that he was going to put these people behind bars. I mean, but I give it to him. I give it to him when it comes to the border. I give it to him when it comes to ICE and all these things. But again, this Jeffy stuff, I'm not going to stay silent. I'm not. Someone said Donald is not going to drop the Jeffrey Epstein case, but Donald is still my boy. No, man. No. I mean, it shouldn't be like that. Because Jeffrey, he did a lot of stuff to young ones. And I don't back anyone that do those type of things to young ones. I don't back them up. I won't stay silent. Obviously, Donald is staying silent. But if there, again, Donald, even your Attorney General Pam Bondi said there is 10,000 plus videos. Obviously, there is names out there too. If there's 10,000 plus videos, come on, Donald, it's common sense. 2 plus 2 is what? 4, not 5. The American knows what's going on. Anyway, this is where we are right now, guys. This is a crazy ride. But one thing I tell you, the Trump administration is not the greatest. It's not the greatest out of all of the administration. Absolutely not. Donald, you're not close to Abraham Lincoln. You're not even close to George Washington. That man put on camouflage and went to war. All right, he put on the camouflage. All right, so again, you put on a McDonald apron. But again, this is where we are right now, guys. Share the video and pray for the Donald. You gotta pray for him. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.